welcome this evening. Hello, good evening and welcome. I hope that the microphone is working and caught up with me. Oh, right. I'm just sorting all my bits and bobs out right now. I've got the phone on charge because I've got next to no, I've been on the phone nearly all day today. So I've got next to no charge in the phone, which is not good. Also waiting to see, or just about to see, if the room is open. I'm imagining that's not going to be open until probably past. And I want to try and get in the proper room because I think, I don't know. I think I've been practicing with the wrong settings. I think I've been practicing with the wrong ones. So this will be quite interesting to see what happens. I can see that Greg has got a room open, but I'm just going to see if Rita or Hulky, whoever's hosting tonight, opens up a lobby. If they don't, I'll jump into Greg's, because hopefully he will be fairly spot on. I'm just gonna watch for the moment and just see how things are going. Grenster says he can offer me some tutoring. I can help plenty. I've got wet experience. Oh, I wish I did. I think it's a little bit late for me now. I think it's just a tad late for me. Let's just have a look at. I'm going to wind everybody up now because I'm going to jump into Greg's room. I just want to see what the settings are and see what those guys are running. So I'm going to assume that Hulky's in the room as well. And then hopefully I'll get a nudge from Rita when she opens up the main room. Jackson, Greg White, we've got loads of people in here. What are the settings? Tyre wear is 3, fuel is 2, light damage. Where's the weather? Preset weather, RO5. Equal conditions are on. This is the mistake I've made. This is the mistake I've made because I've not been running with equal conditions on, and it's proved to be an incredibly dynamic race. And now I think that we're going to be in a situation. I think I'm going to. Oh. Okay, Rita's got a room up now. So if it's RO5 all race. This is going to be. See, I've been practicing for dynamic, where the weather is fading in and out. So sometimes I'm going to err on the side of caution for that. Let's just set some of these bits and pieces up. Yeah, so we there. I'm geared up for a dynamic race where it was wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry, and it changed throughout the race. Now it looks like it's going to be the same all the way through. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Greg Dowie, how are you doing, my friend? Hope you're well. I'm going to be a little bit quiet. I'm going to be a little bit quiet through this one. I'm afraid, guys, because I want to go with the Inters. I definitely want to qualify in Inters. Right, I'm just going to have to get out there and see because I've done no running. We've done 0 running. Goodness me, that's wet. Watch that line. Jack, I'm in the proper lobby, mate. Oh, a little deep there. Otherwise, that wasn't too bad. It's awfully noisy with the rain. That's the only thing. Let's turn the TV down slightly. It's just conflab with my teammate for the moment. We're going to start Smash at 8 o'clock, 20 minutes. Everybody's going wet. Sorry chat, I am concentrating like crazy. Pro now I'm going to have to, because we've done a lot of testing, Rita and I, a lot of testing, and things are slightly different, but you'll see that we're both on the intermediate tyres, and I just need to make sure that it's still going to work out. Got that dry line. It's not dry, but it's there is lines in the track. Once we get 16 runners on here. Sorry. Travis, I can't hear the blooming engine over the noise of the rain. Where it's spinning up. Oh, Greg, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Whoa, that's taken my attention. Wow, £10. Thank you, my friend. Oh, those of you that aren't racing, if I throw out some beers for Greg, I'll be most grateful. Unfortunately, at the moment, I am really having to concentrate on what I'm doing with this BMW to make this work. I have spent hours and hours and hours on this one to get this sorted out. Just got to see how aggressive I can go on these tyres. Thank you, Trigger. What are the other guys doing? Are they still on wets? Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Make this work, make this work. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's this corner that's a slippery one. Woo! Oh, gave me down. Thank you for the gifted. That's gone to Bert. Grainster, he can still go wet, but he's practice inters. When everyone else is on wets and beating him on a lap time, fair and square. Let him just do what he wants to do, man. Jeez. Woo! Woo! We're alive, my friends. We are alive. Oh, fiddlesticks. I've got my headphones all wrapped up. I need to get in the chat room, really. So let me just dive out of here. And I'm going to be back in just a second. I think I'm back. Just talking to my teammate Rita there, just so that we know what we're doing. No secret, we've done a lot of work on this one, as we do for most of these races. And I'm just a bit thrown that everybody's going wet tyres at the minute. We shall see how we go. Right, let me just see if I can get... Can I get into the room? Can I even find the room? Hulky's party. Join on this device. Hello, boys and girls. You guys have all confused me now because you've all gone wet, which has completely confused me. What's Jack on? No, I mean, I was all set on a strategy and you've all just completely worried me now. Jack Kobe's on wets. Everybody's on wet tyres. other than Rita and Exile. I loved the Inters, they were brilliant. I'm gonna... Right, let's just go car settings, let's go wets and see what we can do. What do you guys know that I don't know? Got reset. God, this is horrible. Sorry, Borky. This car's all over the shop. What the heck? Let's try that again. Woo! Oh, sorry. Oh, crikey, who did I just hit? Crikey, sorry. What the heck? How are you guys racing in these tyres? Well, not racing, but... Rita, these conditions are so different to what we've been doing. I could be in deep trouble here. Oh. I'm going to close down the chat. I can't look at my stream chat and do this. Off the gas, come off the gas. Yes, that's a second faster. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I can't at the moment. I'm still trying to work out the tyres. Yeah, but I'm just so... I like the inters, but you're all going on wets and I can't work out... I just... Oh, Timer's on the inters now. He's going well too. It's equal conditions. It's actually the same. There's no guesswork in it anymore. See, oh God, what to do? What to do? What to do? Come on, chat. Do I go wets or do I go inters? Inters are so nice. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm ignoring my chat, mate. Don't you worry about that. They're just a load of masochists, I tell you. Were you in the Friday special I did the other night where we did ABS off? Yeah. Right. So we're running no ABS. We're running no traction control. We're running no brake balance. We're running no penalties or anything. And then the buggers voted for me to go HUDless. I tell you what, it was absolutely brilliant going without the HUD. Absolutely phenomenal. I loved every minute of it. Do you know, Jack's on the wets and he's sliding around all over the place. Ready, Hulky? Well, I was ready 20 minutes ago and now I've completely flipped. I drive with my mouth open when I'm concentrating. I look like a goldfish. Yep. You know why he eats all the gum, don't you? Well, between races, he sticks it on his tyres, giving himself extra grip. No, keep going, keep going, keep going. Strap 3 we're going for. What were the laughs for? No, 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 just strap 3, that'll be fine. And then if I get past you, we'll go strap 4, alright? And if it really gets pear-shaped, we'll go back to 2. Careful, you've got Kobe behind you. Oh no, I didn't want to know that. Oh, I'm off. Oh, come on. Sure, I prefer the Intis. Has anybody got enters? Jack, what tyres are you on? Oh, whoa. Should have gone into this, I think. Okay. Right, is that now? Am I back? Is that now working? Oh. Thank you, Hulky and Rita, for hosting. Well done, everybody. Catch you again in the next one. Okay, right, we are out of there. Let me just get myself sorted out and I'll get the lobby open and be back with you guys. Yeah, sorry about the microphone muting, but I was going to be very, very, very quiet in that one. That took a lot, and I mean a lot of concentration, if I'm perfectly honest. To get sixth, I think, was probably about the best that I could possibly expect to get. So to get sixth, I'm over the moon. I know that doesn't sound very good, but to get sixth, absolutely, absolutely over the moon. So apologies for the mic issue, but obviously when I am doing these championship races, then I do shut down the chat anyway. I'm not looking at it. I actually close the lid on my laptop, so so it wouldn't have made any difference anyway. Right, we are off to Mount Panorama in the GR3s for this one. So we'll see how many people we get in here. Nick, Mitch, you look flustered. You have the same look my dad has when my mum gives him a list of a few items she forgot from the supermarket. Oh, do you know what? I am flustered. I'm flustered because I'm completely shattered from that race. Completely shattered from the race. And I don't know why the mic died. I don't know why the mic went off. If I'm a bit worried about OBS full stop at the moment because it completely died. It completely shut the whole stream off for me the other day. And the other thing is I've got a hole in my gloves. Look, got a hole. I've got a hole in my favourite Logitech gloves, and I can't get any more because they don't sell them. Well, I'm going to contact Logitech and see if I can buy another pair. But you used to only be able to get them with the wheels, which was a real pain. But I've raced for so many hours, I've actually worn them out now. But there we go. So I'm going to start this race at past, which should give enough people just to finish up in the chat room, come over those people that are, and we'll see how many we get. I'm expecting a lot of people to be heading over to Battlefield again, so don't know how many we'll get, but well, I'm hoping you enjoyed that one. Welsh Boys, hoping some of you share the replay. I can do that. I can share the replay. But if I come out of there, I'm going to shut the room down. So, Welsh Boy, if nobody does it, hit me up in Discord and I'll share it for you at some point. People are telling me to change my tyres. Yes, because I'm on the intermediates. We don't need those anymore. So we'll get rid of them. And, oh, I am cream crackered. Oh. Completely cream crackered. Oh, Welsh Boy, I can't believe that you dropped out of that one. That's such a shame. Such a shame. Ollie's in that row livery car. I'll jump back into the normal PSR endurance purely because I only run Rita's livery in the GT Championships. That is a livery for that race and that race only. Can I just say a big thank you to Gamer Dan for the gifted, and also to Greg earlier on, Greg Dowie from Greg Dowie Motorsports for the super chat. Thank you so much to you guys. Also to everybody that has subscribed over the last 24 hours. One of my videos is, it's going okay, not going wonderfully, but it's going okay. But it is generating a few. So Unbound Club, Simon Yarnell, Michael Cheng, all in the last 24 hours. So thank you to you guys for jumping in. And Nico, couldn't find any Logitech racing gloves on Amazon. You won't find them there, mate. You can only get them from Logitech direct. He tried to distract me. You certainly did that, my friend. Yeah, I'm actually going to get out on track because I'm still buzzing from what we've just been doing. 1:30, I said, didn't we? Take the sound up a little bit more now. Whoa, that wasn't clever. Whoa, what on earth? What has happened here? Hang on a second. My TV's gone wobbly. It's gone completely wobbly. Okay, we're back. Bit strange. Picked up the controller and it went, not having any of that, it said. Let's just try that again. Let's go. Let's see what we can do here. Yes, it is. Nico, it certainly is. He says it must be nice to be on a track or a circuit where there isn't a 75% of death every corner you go around. I must admit, on those corners, like every single one, I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I still don't know whether I should have gone inters. Really felt comfortable with those inters in the practice, but everybody was going wet, and it was like, when everybody goes a tyre, you've got to ask yourself, is it sensible to go with a different tyre? And I thought, oh, I'm just gonna give in. I'll go for the wets, and I'll never know now. Never know. And I was very tempted at the pit stop to put the inters on, but when I looked at the cars in front and behind, it just made sense to just not change the tyres, keep going, save those few vital seconds, and just try and maintain 6th position. And it watched out. Matt Mikey watched the Bathurst 1000 at the weekend. I love Bathurst, I really do. One of my favourite tracks. It really is. I love this in the GR4s. Unless you're Ayrton Senna, says Nicole. Well, I'm certainly not Ayrton Senna, but unless you're Ayrton Senna, go with the Pax tyre choice. Oh, maybe. Given how I was going on the inters, maybe. I'm a reincarnation of Ayrton Senna. Alas, I was born before Ayrton Senna, so that can't happen. Now, if you said Fangio, that might be different. Oh no, Ayrton Senna in the wet. What a phenomenal racing driver. An absolute artist, a god. An alien in the wet. Just amazing what he could do with a car. Ugh. Imagine doing it in game, 161 laps, nearly 7 hours. That would drive me nuts. Would be beyond my capabilities. Although I am planning on doing another 24-hour stream at some point. But that won't be a thousand laps around here. He was born in 1960. Was he really? Ayrton Senna? Was born in 1960? No. He's older than me. I was born in 67. Wow, I never knew that. The irony is that he stated on several occasions he actually hated driving in the rain. He had to learn how to do it because of the changeable weather in Brazil. Well, it certainly served him well. And then later in the, well, he was fine, wasn't he, for when he came to the UK. Ollie, do you want me to turn the rain on for you in this one? I think we should turn the rain on. What say you guys? We've got 3 minutes. Went a little bit too deep into there. Oh, he says no. Are you quite sure, young man? I think it'd be quite fun. Oh, we have got to come off track in a moment. 27. Too deep under the braking in the slipstream there. Right, we got to come in anyway. Oh, Hulky, great race, my friend. All we needed was night time around Spa. I'd have been dead. I'd have killed me. That would have absolutely done me in. Right, at the moment we've only got 7 of us: Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, me, Ollie, Hulky, Trigger, and Borky. So just a few for this one. And just got 3 races set up for this evening, although it's 10:30 already, so I might only get 2 of these done in actual fact. But well, we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. So I did have Barcelona and the Nurbergring, so, and we did Barcelona yesterday. Right. Where are we? Ollie said, I'd rather eat wet bread than race in the rain. There is nothing worse on this planet than wet bread. Oh, just the thought of it. Ugh. Yeah, don't want to do that. Do not want to do that. Right, here we go. So, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, me, Ollie, Hulky, Trigger, and Borky. Those are your runners. We are just about to tick over to 22:30, and that is when I am going. If anybody jumps in, they will have to they'll have to watch the spectate is the word I'm looking for. I'm just waiting for that number to tick over, and then we will go. So, crumbs, that was a click and a half. This is a long last minute. There we go. Let's get this race underway. So we got a couple of Beetles, a couple of M6s, or another bit. Wow, look at that. We've got 4 Beetles, a couple of M6s, and the BRZ. Somebody's brave. Somebody's brave. Who's gone for the BRZ? And Mikey's saying, seems everyone in the BMW or the Beetle nowadays. Right. Ollie just caught the curb, I think, there. Just caught the wall. Yeah, and Ollie's playing with the curbs and I'm playing with the walls. Which hurt more? Whoa. Clearly the walls hurt the most. Need that damage to clear up a little bit. Come on, I want my steering wheel straight before we get to this bottom downhill section. Oh, please don't do it now. Seems everybody's in. Oh, I read that before, didn't I? The Beetle and the BMW. I'm looking forward to getting into some other GR3 cars. I'm not going to lie. I'm doing a lot in the Endurance M6 because of Hulky's Championship. I'm getting to know this car the more and more that I drive it, and I don't want to get into another one and find that I then jump into this for a championship race and have difficulties. So wimping out a little bit by just going with this car, although it is a bit slidey in this race, I'm not going to lie. So anybody know where we're off to for the next Hulky Championship? The next GT Championship next week? I haven't looked. I've got to stop hitting these walls. I am all over the walls here. Still sliding. It's just got no traction through the corners at the moment. Oh, we're at Monza. Oh my word. That's going to be a fun one. Trigger behind in that I think he's in the Subaru, isn't he? In the old wall. Oh, the microphone is still working, that's good. Oh, that was a bit iffy. I thought Hulky was going to have me down the long straight. I think he's just put it into the barrier. Trigger behind at the moment, 2 seconds. Ollie, Welsh Boy and Gamer Dan are way out in front, and the order is the reverse of what I just said. It's Gamer Dan, then Welsh Boy and Ollie, and they're running within about a second of each other. So they're in a ding-dong battle, looking really good. Get off that curb, Mitchell. While I'm jibber-jabbering and looking at who's where. Hey, no, I don't talk when I'm racing, seriously. A couple of seconds behind at the moment. Yellow flags waving. Looks like Welsh Boy might have had a moment down the coming down the mountain. Going blues, which is nice to see. Just got to keep this up. Welsh Boy's safely ahead of me. He's 4 seconds, so I'm not going to worry about Welsh Boy. What I'm worrying about is Trigger behind. 1.5 seconds. Oh no, Trigger looks like he might have dropped it. So right now we can go chase Welsh Boy, but I don't think we're going to get anywhere close. One of our top racers, certainly normally out of my league. No reason to think otherwise in this race. Oh, oh, crikey. Too much of that, and I'm going to give 4th place to Hulky. A nemesis. He's not hosting now, so he's going to be full concentration. He's 4 seconds behind. I don't think Hulky is that far behind either, so if I bin this, we're going to be in trouble. So we've got the right, left, right, down to the bottom, hard left, and across the line. Brake a tad earlier, turn it in gently, watch that curb. Got enough time just to take it a little bit easy through there. Big way. Careful over the line. 4th, probably the best that I could expect in the company in the room. Gamer Dan, your winner. He does love that Beetle. He's a right little Beetle maniac, he is. Loves it, lovely, lovely. Ollie in second in the BMW Sprint. He's got his sea legs back again now. He's no longer all at sea in that car. Welsh boy third, going well. No technical issues on this occasion. He's back and running nicely. Let's just do a quick save and share as we normally do, and then I'll see if we can get in for one more. I'm going to try and do one more race. Which one of the two do you want to do? Which one of the two do you want to do? We've got Barcelona GR4 or Nurbergring in the Radical. Which one do you want to do, guys? Shout it out in the chat. Shout it out. And we'll see which one we're going to go for. Whilst they're trying to catch up with me, because I'm a few seconds behind me, Game of Dan was your winner with a 2:03.686 in the Beetle. Ollie in the BMW with a 2:03.827 in second. And Welsh Boy in third with a 2:04.247. I got fourth, Hulky fifth, Trigger sixth, and Borky seventh in that one. So congratulations to Game of Dan, Ollie, and Welsh Boy. Game of Dan says Nords. Ollie wants Nords. In what car? Do you want the Nordschleifer or Nurbergring? Two different things, guys. I think they mean this one. I think this is the one that they mean. I don't think they mean Nords at all. Yeah, okay. The Nurbergring, 24-hour. Or the Grand Prix. I think it's the Grand Prix circuit we're doing. That's what I've got lined up. If the game catches up with this. Whew. My cough's been all right tonight. I'm well happy. It was quite bad earlier on today, but this evening, I think the adrenaline must have really kicked in. I'm actually feeling really, really, really good. I'm really buzzing. I'll be buzzing even more if this room was to do something. Come on, wakey, wakey. Come on, do something. Ooh, do something. Do something. Launch. Load. Work. Oh, I think I'm going to have to come out, aren't I? I think I'm going to have to come out of this room and do another one. What do we think? I think it's dead, Jim. It looks like it is dead. Yeah. We've waited long enough. We have waited. Oh, it Game of Dan's left. I'm going to leave too. We're going to set an upper. We're going to set up another room. Sorry, guys. Should we do public? No, let's not do public. I want another nice race with my mates because we'll have people jumping into all sorts of silly cars. Yeah, Game of Dan says no. Yeah, too right. Change car. Wadigal. Oh, I think we're on sports for this one. We are. We're on the sports tyres. It's funny. Sometimes we do sports and sometimes we do hards. Sometimes we do sports and sometimes we do racing tyres on this one. Very, 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 very strange. I'm going to go race starting at 10:02. And unfortunately, this is going to be the last one today. And tomorrow, we will be back to normal. Hopefully, PSR registered races only tomorrow night. And we'll be back with a full set of randomiser generated races from 9 o'clock tomorrow. So, I've got a couple of minutes. Let me just jump out on track. Oh, not the track I thought it was. It's a good job I've come out and done that. I thought we were going left, going right there. Was fortunate. Still haven't got the hang of this double gear shift on this car. A couple of minutes. Whoa. Soft tyres. Have a go at it and we'll see how we're doing. We've got a couple of minutes. So we've got Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, me, Ollie, Hulky, Trigger and Borky on this one. And I'm about to sneeze. That's the quietest sneeze you're going to hear on YouTube this evening. I promise you, the quietest sneeze that you're going to hear on YouTube. Tell you what, I normally have my Aston Martin out for my championship races. Tonight, I thought I'd go with a BMW top because I'm in a BMW car with the M6 over my shoulder. I think I should do that for all of my races now. I just really wish I could get that M6, the PlayStation one, in a 1/18 scale. I really do. I really do. Right, this weather looks a bit iffy up there. Let's just have a very, very quick look at that whilst this timer ticks down. I think we're fine. I can't see any rain on the horizon. Just looked a little bit gloomy. Just a little bit gloomy up there. Right. So having some reasonable races tonight. This one I'm probably going to need to think about. So I am going to probably go a little bit quiet. Just to see if I can stay with people. I've got some very quick guys in this room. And my main battle, I think, is going to be with Hulky, Trigger and Borky. If I can stay with the guys up front, which I won't, they're too quick. They're too quick. Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, they're gonna want me in this one. But let's see what we can do. Good luck, everybody. Long hold on the line there. Ooh. No, right in the gravel. can work with Bulky in front. Bulky. Getting my Hulky and Bulky muddled up now. Oh my gosh, that will be conjuring up an interesting image. A cross between Bulky and Hulky. Poor old Bulky's just moved over to service penalty and it didn't stay. I've done that a million times, my friend. I've done that loads and loads of times. Well, we're both going through there. That's going to be another half second for the pair of us. See how that double tap works, and you can get it right. The penalty system drives me crazy. I don't understand it. But one of the things I have been working on is when I know I'm about to do a corner cut, I will very often lift and just go through the corner ever so slightly slower, and it doesn't always give you a penalty. Of course, I've got corner cuts turned off. Stranger things have happened. Brake on the 100. Get it slowed down. I'm in two minds here. I want to slow down and race with Bulky, but got Hulky. I think he's slowing down for Bulky, so let's pick up Bulky and then we'll race together for the last lap. Here he comes. Right, go Hulky. final lap. Ooh. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I need to get after Hulky now. Whoa! They've both gone off. I must have track limits turned off on this. I'm going to need to check it. They're pushing me over the line. Wow. Woo. Oh, nice way to finish up the evening, that one. But I am pretty worn out now, so I'm just going to save the replay just in case. But a nice little run round with Hulky and Borky and Hulky there. I said Hulky now. What am I doing? You tell how tired I am. Absolutely cream crackered. Absolutely cream crackered. But what a race! We started off with Hulky's races earlier on, and Hulky's race earlier on, and did a lot better than I thought I was going to do, getting 6th. I was really pleased with that. And then we just had a couple of really good races. Welsh Boy winning that race, 2:11.103. Game it down, pushing hard, just 1 second behind with a 2:11.717. Then Ollie in third with a 2:12.576. Trigger in fourth. I got 5th, Hulky 6th, and Borky 7th. But 5, 6, and 7th, we were really just mixing it around, just racing with each other. But Welsh Boy, Game it down, and Ollie were the guys out the front. I'm afraid that is it for me tonight. Thanks everyone for tonight, but I am off now. Yeah, cracking time. Thank you to Welsh Boy, Hulky, Trigger, Borky, all the guys that have raced, Game it down as well, that have raced this evening in the lobbies. We'll be back to usual tomorrow night. We'll be back to the normal ones. I've got headphone hair, which is not good. A little tuft sticking up, and a little baldy spot on the top. Oh, that's not good. Oh no, I'm gonna have to hold my hands on my head now. Oh, there's one reason why you don't put yourself on camera. You don't put yourself on camera. Oh dear. Right, yeah, tomorrow night we'll be back with 4 or 5 lobby races, depending on what the randomizer picks and how quickly we get through them. Starting those at 9 o'clock. If we get enough people in the room, we'll stay with registered racers only. And if we don't have very many, because obviously Battlefield 6 is out, then we'll head over and open up a public room. But I'm hoping to keep it all private, because we have some great races I am completely done. I am finished up for the night as far as all of the streaming is going. Thank you ever so much to everybody for your support. Thank you again to Gamer Dan for the gifted membership, and also to Greg Dowie for that amazing, generous super chat donation. Blows me away when you guys do this. I'm just happy for you to race with me, and when you do it blows me away. Anyway, thank you ever so much. Have a really great morning, evening, night, day, whatever you're doing. Have a great one, and I'll be back here tomorrow. See you then. Bye.